Welcome to this festive Roll Models D&D bonus episode. Join the whole cast as they look back on their favourite moments from the campaign so far. So grab a hot chocolate, put the fire on, and get cosy.
Hi, I'm Mike and I play Eugene.
Hi, I'm Imi and I play Ahmaya.
I'm Will, he, him, and I play Moxie, she, her.
I'm Sarah, I play Freya.
I'm Steve and I play Ora.
I'm Ruthie and I play Jack/Sentinel.
Hi, I'm Charlie and I am the Dungeon Master for Roll Models D&D.
This is me at 75%. Oh yeah.
How do you talk? I've forgotten how to talk.
Who is your favourite NPC?
So my favourite NPC has probably been Loit, actually.
You would say that.
Yeah, and I would say that, yeah, because he's my boyfriend apparently. But no, also he's shown a lot of character growth, I thought, which was good, which was nice for an NPC. He started as this annoying little boy basically, and then he kind of found his own adventure and stuff. So yeah, and obviously Moxie likes him as well. So,
cool.
Yeah.
The correct answer though, it's Grumpy. Because Grumpy's amazing.
Yeah, and Grumpy's pretty good.
That's all I have to say on the matter. I
had a couple.
Choose one of your children.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking what's my favourite, who have I had the most fun playing? And obviously Clayton is an easy answer because I play him a lot.
I feel like Clayton's going to get a lot of love.
I was going to say Clayton.
Yeah, but then I was thinking who's the most fun I've had, and I had a lot of fun playing Irid Malgor, who was the creepy thin gnome guy who gave you a tour around Del Nori.
Oh yeah, the tour guide.
The tour guide, because of the whole goat thing as well, was pretty fun. And I enjoyed playing the Disciple because he was a bit built up a little bit and creepy. So yeah, but obviously Clayton,
Yeah, Clayton's good because we ignored him for a while. And then he became our fave.
He it was in the tunnels under Dustmere when he almost died. I feel like that was when everyone kind of was like, because in there some people were like, he might die, it's fine. And then after that everyone was like, ah!
My favourite NPC would be Chef Rorigan, because it was an honour to work in his kitchen.
I have a soft spot for Zeal.
Yeah.
Zeal is class every time he shows up. The little, what do you call him? The scholar.
He is a scholar. He is a scholar.
My favourite NPC is surprisingly not my wife. It is a Skill.
Tell her.
I mean, I feel like it's cliche to say it's Kaz, but no, Skill's my best boy and I love him so much.
What is it that you love about him?
I don't know, big captain energy. That's just it.
My other favourite was Sariki. We haven't seen her much in these episodes, but me and Eugene had a bit of interaction with her in the prequel and that. And she's been one of my favourites. She's just a ball of chaos, which doesn't seem as chaotic now that Ora turns up, either dead or broken or...
Yeah, she makes you seem a little bit more... You make her seem a little more grown up.
Oh! No, how can we forget Dav? Dav is eternal. Dav will never die in our hearts.
He was brief, but he left an impression.
Yeah.
On the other side of that rock.
What is your favourite moment?
My favourite moment, it's probably been... I don't know. It's hard to say one moment, but just when everyone, they prefer more the actual role play bits of stuff. So just in general, anytime when you hear more about someone's backstory, I really like that. Combat is fun, but I actually prefer the role play aspect.
Yeah, I'm the same.
He likes a good shopping montage these days. But yeah.
Yeah, good old shopping. Yeah, I would say the same.
Sorry, it's also my favorite part of the thing so far. All of it is great.
Aww.
Every time we kill someone, great. Oh no, this is my answer for a different one. I can't use that one because my favourite moment and my favourite moment in combat are the same, and it's Eugene using that fucking wind potion. I will never forget it. I'm again, I can't forget it. Just the sheer I'm just gonna do it. This will be for the one time where we've ever been no, this is a good idea, just do it, and it being the one time when it was not a good idea.
Didn't I get blown across the room or something because I failed my strength
I think I was the only one still standing.
My favourite moment, it's kind of recent-ish, I very much enjoyed when Ora threw the axe at the container of coil shards.
It worked out. We got 6 coil
I
shards.
thought it was
and we've
hilarious.
lost. We spent most of them now.
You have to love it when a character does something like monumentally stupid that everyone knows is stupid, but you desperately want them to do it.
That's the struggle of a player, though, right? It's like, do I do the thing that's absolutely stupid that my character probably wouldn't do, but I really want to do it because it's going to be stupid and funny.
Yeah, I particularly like all of the improvised role play. So like, even though it sort of puts us in maybe a little bit of a uncomfortable spot when we start, I think we're quite comfortable with each other anyway, so it just works quite well. Any of the bar scenes though would be my favourite. Like, just I know it's a bit of a cop out because that's not one moment, but like when we make the potion, for example. Yeah, that was so much fun.
I forgot the potion. Yeah, I suppose like my favourite bit, which I've done myself, was when I was telling Ora off when he broke when he tripped the trap. Yeah, that was probably my favourite moment actually. Yeah.
Or the geology bit, anything about geology. I just love geology so much.
I think my favourite moment is a little bit selfish. It's meeting Murmur, because I didn't know my sword had any sort of cool capabilities beyond it looked a bit holographic.
You didn't know that your sword was going to be cool, given that it was your special sword.
I thought the special bit was the +1 to everything. I thought that was where it ended. And so when he started talking to me, I was like, I have a friend.
That's really cute.
Yeah, that was my favourite moment.
I think one of my favourites was like the God's Lantern thing and like Freya talking and like making that deal.
Oh yeah, to the god of death. Yeah, that was a good one.
That was the imagery on that was so good.
Because that was I don't know if that was the first time I properly got into it.
One of my favourite moments was either the death of the Vials, like, because I think he was kind of built up as a bit of a villain, and then
that wasn't like one moment though. It took us about 4 tries.
I mean like when he turned into the creepy crystal tower thing.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, because I think everyone was like, you guys knew that something was going to go down. That there's a ritual happening, and I kind of mentally set a kind of number of rounds and goes between when it was going to happen. And you guys had a plan, and then he just turned to crystal.
Yeah, it was like I was so close to teleporting Ahmaya like behind to either stab or, as she said later, like rub out the runes.
Sentinel was seconds away from rubbing out those runes. It was so close.
I would say that either that moment, because that was an end of episode, or the moment when the disciple arrived. I liked that as well. Because there was a big tension around with Gaspar using the sending stick, and that gave you kind of like I think you had 4 rounds. I rolled on a d4 and you got 4 rounds, and then he appeared at the end, and it was like, oh fuck. What's been your favourite location?
My favourite location was Christamar, actually. I quite liked it. It was a sort of rough and tumble little town. Yeah, it was good fun. I really liked Bottles. That was cool. The devil as well was an interesting character, just an absolute lunatic.
I didn't expect that of him to be such a weird
just
conspiracist.
just mental. So yeah, I'd say Christamar.
Yeah, I'm really liking Del Nori so far. The desert was great, but it's somewhere that's not.
Desert.
Yeah, somewhere that's not a desert.
I mean, Georgie in Del Nori is fantastic.
Yes.
Favorite location is so hard that like it's all been so varied.
Gotta say, like the coal and petal, right?
Oh,
we made that place our own.
Yeah.
That's probably a favorite moment as well. Or Ahmaya like trying to run this place and just chaos.
That's true. Yeah. Another good moment was when who was it that went around all of the rooms in the coal and petal?
I think it was
Ahmaya.
It was Ahmaya. Yeah, when Ahmaya went through all the rooms in the coal and petal offering people breakfast.
Locations, I think because it's fresh in my mind as well, is the recent episode's fossil tomb, like the fossilized temple.
Yeah, and that archway.
Yeah, like when you guys found it, and it was like a real effort to get there.
And my favourite location is Pharaoh's conspiracy room. because it just set the tone for everything else. It's like, this man's got a conspiracy room. We want a conspiracy room.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
Iconic.
So I was way too broad with this, and I went, well, we've only been 3 places, and I picked Del Nori.
Why don't you like Dustmere?
It was all right. I don't know. I like Del Nori because
That's my hometown. That's my whole hometown.
do you know? So in my defence, I've never been anywhere, and Del Nori is.
You or Ahmaya?
Ahmaya has never been anywhere, but I don't know. It was about like Del Nori. It just, I don't know. It just seemed quite cool with like the height of everything. It's like lots of nooks and crannies to explore, and it scares me less than It scares me less than Dustmere did.
Yeah, I mean, if we're just
terrifying.
going like main locations and going the desert, I mean, was a desert.
There's no
There's
no one's
nothing
favourite.
there. I mean, some of the like temples in there were cool, but it's a desert. Christamar, we didn't really do a lot in there. Dustmere is Dustmere. I do love Del Nori as a city. It's cool.
Yeah, I feel like if we go a bit deeper, we're going to find some cool like speakeasies and specialty coffee places, right?
Oh, is it Hipster Town? Have you just made Hipster Town?
What's been your favourite moment in battle?
My favourite moment in battle was when I threw a potion at the god thing. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah,
And everyone fell over, and it did absolutely nothing, and it was 10 minutes of silliness. Because you say, I think battles are fine, and they're definitely part of D&D. You've got, you're not getting rid of them, but equally, I kind of find that I prefer the other moments. But when you get to sort of throw in silly little bits into that as well, it was definitely good fun. So yeah, I particularly liked that moment. It was dumb. I don't know if it's going to happen again. It was good.
Yeah, no, I thought that would be your favourite. No, mine's in combat whenever Sarah uses like her gust of wind spell.
Yeah. It's a cheat code.
Yeah, it's just like this massive like Kamehameha of wind. I love it. When she like blew out the window and just sort of like sprays Rindle with like broken glass and acid.
Yeah. When I killed a man. I killed a man. What was his name? Rindle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never forget your first kill.
No.
I think mine for me personally was like that whole fight at the ball, and just like I've never rolled that well.
Yeah,
and I know like up until that point I've rolled pretty badly for most of the campaign, and like opening up with 2 crits was crazy. But I think any other battle moment is probably when gust of wind comes out and something goes flying through a window.
Yeah, I was literally going to say anytime I've gotten to blow someone out of a window with gust of wind, and it's happened more than once now.
Yeah. That's when you killed Rindle with his own acid spell on the glass.
Oh yeah.
So like
That was fun.
the acidy glass, and then you smashed it with the gust of wind. That was great.
My favourite battle moment is also Eugene throwing a potion. Also, jumping out of a window, getting a nat 20 on my, it must have been a dexterity saving throw, and crushing, what was his name? Rindle with my ass.
Yeah, that was really good.
Dice Christ was on my side that day.
That was such a good battle because Eugene was just running back and forth downstairs, and you basically just quashed the guy by landing on.
Yep.
And then we set everything on fire. I think my favourite, I do have 2 because one is really recent and then the other one is really early. So the really early one is when, and I might be misremembering this, but I think Ora and Ahmaya tried to trip up a load of husks by just using a rope and just running at them.
I think we had a week or 2 weeks between recording that one, and you spent the whole time trying to convince Charlie, we absolutely could do this.
Yeah, we could, and we did.
You did, successfully.
So, suck it. And then my other one is more recent. It's literally just in episode 53, when we just got the jump on the guy in the lift and just knocked him out.
What's something that you want listeners to know about your character?
When I read this question, I read it slightly differently, which is just a fun nugget of information in that the shirt that Jax wore on their first date is the shirt that they stole from their brother just after he died. That they've been carrying it around since, like, they ran away.
Oh, that is a good nugget.
Good nugget.
The little nugget that I have is that just a little nugget. Ahmaya is very good friends with a bear who owns a tavern and wears a knitted waistcoat.
He was a knitted. What is it with the furry NPCs all wearing waistcoats? Because Zeal also has a little waistcoat.
Can I answer this first?
Yeah, go for it, yeah.
No.
So there's nothing coming out, or you have nothing you want to reveal?
I have nothing to add.
You have nothing to add, okay.
Yet.
So in terms of Moxie, there's a couple of things that I want to, I'm really looking forward to. So the first one is we finally heard Marika for the first time last recording. So really looking forward to finally actually meeting her as well, because apparently it's like my best friend back in the day.
I was your best friend.
Moxie's best friend.
I thought I was Moxie's best friend.
Growing up, you didn't know her before she was. You didn't know her before. But yeah.
Well, that's what you know of.
but no, so that's like one of the scenes that like I've been like practicing the car, so yeah, really looking forward to playing that out. And then the other one is obviously she's a necromancer, so she hasn't
What?
she hasn't had a chance to like make any zombies or skeletons or anything yet. So when she makes her first zombie,
The Army of the Dead.
I'm really looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, I know I said no, and that's mostly true. But in terms of like characters, to me, obviously there's lots of alchemists in the story, so that'll be cool to meet as well. Cool to meet them all. And yeah, just when I do reveal stuff, because there's a lot that I haven't said. I'm sort of just trying to wait for the right time, but at some point I will say more. But for now, no.
Things to know about Freya that haven't been said yet. Well, you're just gonna have to like watch and find out, I guess. Like how her relationship with the mysterious god, the drowned man, that no one really knows about, and how that relates to all the stuff with Juness. She has quite a close like relationship with her family that's not really been explored that much yet. Obviously there's the stuff with Ursa, which is like it's on the periphery of the story at the moment, but like she's got some other siblings that she's quite close to that I've been neglecting, I think. But yeah, I think it's still to come. I don't want to spoil any mysteries. It's funny though, because I wrote so many, like before we started, I wrote so many letters as part of the like prep between Freya and one of her siblings, and I've done none of that since then. Like I must have written like 15 letters or something.
Tell us what could I share about Ora that isn't on the show. There are some things that like I know about his pre-falling out of the edge life. Like I know roughly how long he'd been dead for, and some bits and pieces about that, but it's been quite fun to play that, like knowing things about Ora that he doesn't know about himself, and like trying to put myself in that position. Like the whole ASMR thing was good fun. Like I had that secret for a very long time, so he will take an oath at some point, and we need to discuss what that is.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's a real one. Not at the moment.
Made up oath.
Yeah.
I think that I haven't revealed, or more I guess kind of what I would be looking forward to, maybe. Probably an easier way of saying it. Maybe. I think I guess I can't wait for everyone to like just I really love how everyone's kind of taken lore and run with it. You know, it is very complicated, and you don't realize how complicated it is until you get a player to sit there and get some end of a thread and try and figure out this crazy shit that you've written from backwards. It's like, oh my god, I've given them way too much to try and understand here. But actually, everyone's done really, really well and like built this picture up. And I think I just am looking forward to, through the kind of crazy conflict, everyone learning more about the world and, you know, the conflicts that are happening because of histories that you've kind of learnt about and how they still have an effect in the present day kind of thing.
That's the most crazy conspiracy we've come up with that has actually hit a nail.
Well, I mean, you guys... Is that the old one?
Yeah, it's the old one.
I was surprised when you guys were putting all that together, actually. I think the idea that coiled stones were you didn't know where they fit into the puzzle, you still don't really know what they are, you got a rough idea, and then it was like, okay, this is obviously key to some kind of ritual. And I think when the word ritual was there, that was kind of... No, I don't think I ever mentioned the word ritual apart from the boat on episode 36.
I mean, it was very obvious it was a ritual.
Yeah. But then at the ball, for example, you guys... Yeah, you just deduced a lot, I think.
What was your most unexpected moment?
I think my most unexpected moment was probably when Eugene said the F word.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably got to be everyone's.
Innocent Eugene! You know something is bad if Eugene is swearing.
The other one, actually, I think you mentioned this earlier, was when Freya made the deal with the apparition of Aman, the god of the conqueror of death. That was pretty unexpected. Didn't expect that.
Oh, what about the voice in the lexicon when the lexicon spoke to Eugene for the first time?
This is the one that neither of us do. It's like maybe like what Sarah's doing with Freya, because I've said this to her. I kind of, at least Eugene sees Freya as just like, oh well, you're supposed to be this like, cleric, and what you're doing isn't particularly. I was about to say clerical, but that's not what clerics do. That's more office stuff. But yeah, what Sarah's doing really, I just think that's definitely the most sort of at least unexpected character. I just didn't think that's how Freya would be played.
No, it's also like it's like she is a storm cleric or whatever it is, and like this out like Will knows or D&D and stuff, and so there's like
Will knows D&D.
So like
that's
like,
your tagline for today.
It's like this storm cleric and like Mox, that like Juness is like the moon and stuff like that. It's like
really shifty.
Yeah, what does the moon?
I don't trust.
What does the moon have
all
to do with like lightning and storms?
I mean, I don't trust Sarah at the best of times, but Freya.
So yeah, no, there's a lot of unanswered questions around Sarah and Freya. But like another thing, like I mean, obviously like Charlie like tries and other like times I've played D&D, like you try and like incorporate all the characters and like they're all linked together somehow, but the way that Charlie has linked everyone together, like because it looks like a Sentinel and Ora, like they're linked like both through like the Enigma and like the Men of Stone and stuff. So that's it's interesting to see how it's exciting to see how everyone's
well, yeah,
together.
for sure. And I suppose as well, like looking at Eugene and Ahmaya, because we've probably said the least. I know Amaya's had a bit of a reveal, but how that will sort of link into it as well. Sort of there's two more cogs to put into this machine that we call D&D.
My most unexpected moment, and this is genuine because I wasn't expecting it at all, was when Eugene said fuck. And I know someone has already said this, but it legitimately got me. I couldn't believe it.
I mean, yeah, I think my most unexpected moment was Eugene's big temper tantrum.
Oh, yeah.
Just, it came from nowhere. And it was like, I think there'd been hints of it. And we were just like, what is going on with Eugene? And then he just broke.
Yeah.
Broke's a man.
I know. Bless him. He used to be so jolly.
So nice. We ruined it.
Yeah.
How has your character changed over the last year?
I mean, my character's changed, Sentinel's changed in that they came out. They are not the same gender that we started with. And honestly, just, I'm not gonna lie, more of an arsehole. I think they've become a lot more of an arsehole, just not helpful.
I don't think Sentinel's become an arsehole.
They always were an arsehole.
What, previously?
Yeah, a little bit.
I never got an arsehole vibe off of Sentinel.
I don't know.
Like, I feel like they've become a bit more confident kind of in what they want to do, but I would never say arseholery was part of it. Personally, I didn't read them that way. Yeah. I think Amaya's just got a lot more confident.
Smarter. so
She
much
has got smarter. You are right. Yeah, she's got smarter, which may not be reflected in the statistics.
Nobody bring it up.
No, just ignore that. But I think also as well, she started to kind of understand how to play tactically rather than just running in and going with her sword.
It's also a lot more fist fighting. You've gone really in on that. You've got a multi-class.
Not that I'm aware of. But it's not in my current plans. I sound like a politician.
Has Clayton changed over the year?
I would say so.
How has Charlie changed over the year?
Charlie has not changed at all. He's eternal.
He's been slightly destroyed.
Yeah, haggard. Clayton has become. I mean, you guys met him on a coach into Dustmere.
Yeah.
And he was properly like.
He was a sleazebag.
A bit sleazy, yeah. So he's really a little.
We ignored him for most of that trip. And
Yeah.
you were like, talk to the guy. He's important.
Then he was going to betray you guys. I remember.
Oh, yeah.
And then he was like, I can't do this. Remember when you were going back to Duncan's after
Yeah.
the temple job and he was like, I can't, they're waiting to trap you, but I can't do this. And then he got you guys into the desert and then he escaped and he was really depressed for a while.
Yeah.
I think since he because we started the campaign, he was like, oh, I'm sad. And then he's kind of come out of his shell because of you guys. So I think.
Specifically Ahmaya.
Oh, actually, no. Remember, you guys gave him a load of gold because he was really struggling. And then you were like, and then he was like, clean himself up for the Debal's ball.
How's Ora changed? Aura's changed a lot. I know that Aura's changed a lot.
Initially, like, sorcerer wasn't even a thing. But sort of, he evolved so much, like, in those early episodes, and sort of, I think, drawing on the stuff from the edge a bit, and sort of went down that sorcerer route, and I wasn't expecting to take the second paladin level so early, but after your sword blows up, what else can you do?
I feel like his personality's changed as well, though, because I remember Ora being so serious at the beginning, and now it feels like Aura's super fun. Like Aura's super willing to do the most chaotic things in the party. He's probably one of the most chaotic in the party. Just do anything instinctually, and it's gotten really fun to.
Yeah, like
play with.
he is actually like genuinely like a happy person. Like he's not like depressed.
I think it's maybe because at the beginning he was like super depressed and focused on his whole like mystery of who he was and his like wife going missing and all that stuff. It was kind of a lot, but later on it kind of feels like he's happier to just
go with the flow.
Be a bit more himself, be a bit more adventurous. I think Farah's changed a bit. I think she's definitely leaning a bit more into the adventure these days. I guess her life before was very like structured, so she's kind of like letting a little bit more of herself show, like every session, even though it's making everyone else very suspicious. She's nice and good, I promise.
I don't want to say she's become more reckless.
She has become more reckless.
But she is a little
That
bit
is the
more.
thing. Like, yeah, she was very like held back at the beginning, and sort of she's a bit more like curious than she was at the start.
I would say Eugene's more confident in the only way Eugene can be. It's like he's not confident, but he's definitely comfortable with the people he's with up to a point. Like I still think, like for instance with Freya, he doesn't quite trust Freya. Not in like a bad, he like knows he should, but like a little bit unsure. Whereas like for instance, you and Sentinel, you've clearly said that, oh, we this is our backstory, we've done this. I know where you guys, I know where I stand with you two. But with someone like Freya, he's still a little bit unsure. But I would definitely say he's very comfortable in the group, and he wasn't to begin with. A bit more confident. And I think he's being a bit more of himself. Like when I wrote Eugene, he was always awkward, but that made him a little bit standoffish and maybe a little bit rude. And I think that's sort of come across a bit more recently. not like intentionally so, and not like just being you're a such and such, but just being just not reading the room, using his body signals. Yeah, what would you say?
Similar, same sort of thing. So like just become more confident and like get comfortable with the group as well. But yeah, also when I first like wrote her, came up with her, like she was always like deferred to Sentinel. Is always like whatever Sentinel says, we'll go with that. And there is still definitely like a degree of that, but there is a bit more confidence that she's developing a bit more.
I would say it's a cool sort of sibling dynamic though. Both you'd always be a good sort of comparing what Sentinel thinks of that relationship and then comparing what you think, because it's definitely sort of like grown into something completely different over the year.
Yeah.
If Roll Models did Secret Santa, what would you buy?
Okay, so for Secret Santa, I got Ora.
Please tell me you're getting him an owl. Please give that boy an owl.
So this is twofold. It's actually also two. So I've got him 2 owl soap. They're this big, and I'm going to tell him that when owls are hibernating, they can be used as soap. That is what I'm going to do, and see what he does with that information and his very low intelligence.
I'm going to ruin Secret Santa because I have Ahmaya,
I guess.
Yeah. And I had to think about how to do this practically as well, but spice blends. Yeah, so it's like there will be actual spice blends, like, I don't know, Old Bay Spice or...
Ahmaya,
I know what they are.
both myself are very excited.
I want them to be at least a little bit practical. They wouldn't go straight in the bin.
I will bake you something with the spices so
Sweet.
you can taste my hometown.
So Moxie, she drew Sentinel, so she got her sister. So there's a lot of history there, and like one of her nicknames is Buckles because she used to wear a load of belts. She went for a phase of wearing a load of belts when she was young. So she's gonna get her like some rainbow like belts, basically, not non-binary like flag kind of belts.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So Eugene got Moxie, so you will be receiving 2 magical potions.
Aww.
And these magical potions will do various things. However, I was quite drunk when these were created, so they may have other side effects. So there might be some flavours in there you're like, oh, this is nice. Whoa, what is that? And yeah, so there might be some unexpected stuff in there.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
Well, I got Eugene for Secret Santa. And I thought Eugene would would enjoy seeing what experimental chefs did in our world. So I got Eugene a Heston Blumenthal cookbook.
Yes. Oh man.
I feel like he'll very much enjoy some of the crazier cooks.
Before we did the draw, like when you said you'd pick Clayton, I think in the chat I said like, oh, that would be an easy one for whoever gets that, and then I'd probably pick Clayton. I couldn't get pickled fish, unfortunately.
Oh, thank God.
So you've got a box of Swedish fish and a beer.
What is a box of Swedish fish?
They're a
You don't know
Swede.
what Swedish fish are?
Oh, right.
They're like little
Okay, that's way better than a box of actual fish. I was like, what?
like jelly, aren't they?
My other option was just to turn up with a piece of salmon and just slap you on the face on camera.
Well, for my Secret Santa, I got Freya, and I was really struggling, but I ended up investing in a small foghorn. There's not really a foghorn because those are really expensive.
Incredible. Yeah, I don't know. She'll probably play it at the same time as
It's way
whenever
less
Toll the
ominous.
Dead comes up.
Hello, camera. We all drew names,
the camera one.
and we each got a present for each other's characters from our character. So Freya got Eugene, but Freya is very forgetful.
Definitely the acquaintance.
No present for Eugene because it's
Eugene only got coal this
an hour away.
Okay, Ora, this is for you. I would like to say that this will be useful for you in many ways, and that the item in here, when they are in their hibernating state, can be used for the same purpose as the ones in here.
Oh wow, it's owls.
They are so.
I actually forgot about that.
They're soap owls.
They are so if you come across these types of owls in the wild and they're hibernating, you can also use them as soap, right? In D&D, you can use hibernating owls as soap.
That's only going to lead to chaos, but I love it.
My plan has worked.
But what the fuck is an owl?
Do you have any hibernating owls? I'm really filled.
So yeah, I got Moxie. So Eugene made 2 potions. One is a potion of healing. One is a potion of strength. However, with the potion of strength, Eugene was quite drunk and just threw in too much, whatever, name a reagent. I have newt. Too much newt. So it does have mild delusional properties as well.
Did you say delusional or illusional?
Delusional.
Illusional.
So give them a good shake.
Oh no.
Give them invert them. A science shake.
Over your laptop.
Turn them upside down then.
Make sure you do that.
Lovely.
Just like you.
It's about 20% alcohol, so only have a sip.
It's Sunday morning.
You're driving home.
If he has a sip, it's fine.
That's a very Eugene thing to say.
Smells spicy.
Did you chew it?
That's spicy.
What is it?
So that is... Yeah, of course you can.
It smells spicy, and it is spicy.
So that is gin that's infused with raspberries and chili.
Nice.
And then a...
Pizza.
And then that's because there is a basil simple syrup in there.
Oh, wow.
Cherry brandy and then raspberry lemonade.
Wow. Just
That one is out there.
Oh, no.
No, it's tasty.
Yeah?
Yeah, strength is nicer, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
So that one is a vodka that I infused with cardamom and matcha tea.
Oh, I love matcha.
And then it is a Szechuan, I can never say
Szechuan.
peppercorn and lemongrass simple syrup.
It's the lemongrass, that's the ginger.
And then it's mixed with a iced green tea.
Oh, that one smells amazing.
Yeah. And then I smoked it as well.
So that's something to follow. So I got Clayton, and one half the present I haven't got was a pint of Foster's. I thought I might get killed. And pickled fish is surprisingly expensive, so I can't slap you with it. So you'll have to make do with this.
Not one fish. Hey, Swedish fishes. Thanks, man.
So I had Ahmaya, and I've been scouring all the markets in Dustmere and Delmore.
Oh no. Thank you. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that.
Pickling spices, not for cactus leaves.
So on one side of them has got
that
the
smells
city
amazing.
that they're from, and on the other side is what they actually
so
are.
cool.
So you know what they
Dustmere
are.
pickling blend. That smells amazing. Del Nori. Old Bay seasoning, great with fish. I can bring you some fish.
I feel like Clayton's getting a good meal out of this.
It smells so good.
Yeah, let me just dip my
I have a recipe.
fish.
So it's a,
Thank you, Sentinel.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
That's good.
BBC Good Food recipe, and I'll send you the recipe that it actually came with, which is like I think it's a spiced crab pasta bake.
So I had Sentinel, or as Moxie calls her, Buckles.
Buckles. Did you write buckles on it? Yeah, you did.
Oh my god, these are rad!
So we got some suspenders, got rainbow suspenders
And a non-binary flag.
ones, yeah.
Yeah!
Well, I didn't bring it.
It's so Freya.
Yeah.
I got Eugene one. It's not helping our relationship.
Don't worry, I'll just write this out.
It's the only note he's made this campaign.
Yeah, I didn't bring it. We'll bring it next time.
Are you sure?
Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with it otherwise.
I'm not really that good at. Thanks, by the way, but the strange fish. I know you've got something to do with.
Oh no.
Foghorns and stuff. They're really hard to find.
Oh no.
I had to kind of make this one.
Oh yes, the foghorn.
Oh, that's not going to cause any fucking issues.
It's a foghorn. Yeah,
Nice.
it gets through that. Yeah.
You did it.
Well, I'm glad everyone has
all right.
presents.
Wow.
You can
Well.
sniff my spices, Eugene. That
Oh,
helps you feel better.
I do like a good sniff. Thank you. But I'll try not to get it up my nostrils this time.
Yeah, don't snort it.
Yeah, I did
Sniff it.
I did do that once. I had to go to the local healer.
Thanks for listening to this bonus episode of Roll Models D&D. Don't forget you can catch us on YouTube and all podcast platforms. Merry Christmas!